Hi everyone, it is Emily here at Thrive Wellness Center, and I wanted to come talk to you guys a little bit today about our lymphatic system and dry brushing. So our lymphatic system is a system in our body that runs with like our circulatory system. However, our lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like our circulatory system does, so it doesn't have like the heart to move the lymph. So lymph tissue does not move on its own, we have to move it. And dry brushing is a way to move that tissue. It's very important to move your lymph tissue because you can think of your lymph tissue as like a garbage disposal per se. It's where the junk goes to move out. But think about this, if it's staying stagnant, it's not moving anywhere and your body's staying toxic. A really good analogy I heard from a lymph specialist was that your organs and other vital things within your body, think of it, your body as this fish tank, and your organs are the fish, and they're the things in the tank, like, you know, you put your little trinkets in there for your fish to be in, and the little fake seaweeds and stuff, and think of the water as the lymph. So once that water gets contaminated and gets gross, all the other things within it also become contaminated, and you know, there's algae and things that grow and it gets gross in there. So think of that like your lymph system. Once your water's dirty, once your lymph's not good, it kind of gunks everything else up. So we're going to talk about moving the lymph with something called dry brushing. I'm going to show you first what a dry brush looks like. So we do have these available in the office. They're super affordable. I should know the exact price on it, but I want to say something around $12. And they look like so. And this dry brush just helps move the lymph by moving it on the outside of your skin. So there is a very certain way in which you should do this, and I'm gonna go through that with you. But first we can talk about the benefits of dry brushing. So as you just kind of heard, it's a way to help toxins move throughout the body to get rid of them. So number one, it's gonna help with any sort of toxicity you may have going on. So if you're somebody who struggles with chemical or metal toxicity, that is going to help alleviate that. It also, in return, helps boost the immune system, helps keep the immune system working at optimum for getting rid of any bugs or things along those lines. It's also super cost effective. Like I said, this is a one-time purchase, you know, until you have to rebuy for maintenance purposes, but this is a one-time purchase. It's not like it's a supplement where you're taking them all the time, or a treatment where you're going somewhere to get your lymph moved and you're paying high price for that. It's very affordable, convenient, you do it in your home, okay? It also works on increasing your energy. So when you are dry brushing, you're moving the lymph, you're also working on increasing circulation, which helps transport nutrients faster to where they need to go, which helps increase energy, all of that good stuff. So there's enough reasons right there why you should start dry brushing. It also aids in hormone balance because you are working on removing toxins, which toxins are very great at disturbing our hormone levels, all right? So, well, like I said, and it aids in digestion as well. So aids in digestion, I'll show you that once we get to the part of the gut in which you're gonna be dry brushing, okay? So those are the things to consider when looking at the benefits. Now I wanna talk about when you should do it. So when you should dry brush, it honestly doesn't matter too much. I always suggest just doing it with something you already have implemented in your routine. So my suggestion is always before your shower or bath, because what you're going to do is hook it with something that you do daily so it becomes a habit and a routine. Also, when you dry brush like in the shower, there's a possibility when you brush your skin that maybe some dead skin may come off, some dry skin may come off. If you just do that in the shower, you don't have to worry about a mess or a cleanup or any of that. You should make sure to avoid any areas that are irritated, so like rashes or open sores. You should not be brushing over those. Avoid those areas. And then also the pressure should be firm but never enough to irritate the skin. The point isn't a pressure thing. If it hurts or if it's irritating, that's not the goal. The goal is just to move and stimulate that system, and you can do that with a very light pressure. And then you can cover the entire body or just areas that are problematic for you. So I'll tell you the areas that I see the most problems with are the neck and the armpits. The back and the knees are probably a close second with, or a close third with those ones. And then the groin area has a lot of lymphatic tissue as well. So those are the areas that we're mainly going to be focusing on here, and I'll show you as we walk through that. All right, let's do that now. And I'm going to do my best to demonstrate how to do that. I'm obviously in work attire, and this would work better if I had, some gym clothes on to kind of show more of the areas, but we'll work with what we got. So we're gonna start with our legs, okay? And when you start with your legs, you wanna look at your mid-thigh. So when you're looking at the thigh, and anytime you're dry brushing, you are moving your lymph towards your heart, okay? So we are always going in the same direction with that. So you're gonna start with your mid-thigh. You're gonna take your brush, and you're literally just gonna brush up, okay? So you're gonna brush up, 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 all around front of thigh, back of thigh, side of thigh. Get that going, and you can stimulate those areas, each area, for about anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. So just brush, brush, brush. It doesn't have to be slow, it doesn't have to be fast. Do it at a pace you would like. Once you're done with the mid-thigh, you're gonna move to your calf area, okay? So then you're gonna do the same thing around the calf area. Brush up, brush up, brush up towards the heart. Then you're gonna move down to your foot. You're gonna brush on your foot, up, brush around the ankle, brush on the bottom of the foot. Really stimulate all of those, all that tissue in there, okay? Then once you're done with that, you're going to do the whole leg, okay? So thigh, calf, foot, whole leg. So you're gonna start at the bottom, and you're gonna work your way all the way up, and you're gonna do that on the front part of the leg, the side part, your back, and your inner leg, okay? So working all that area that is available to work with. Then next, you're gonna go ahead and move to your arms. So again, we're working towards the heart, okay? So you're gonna start with that bicep area, and you're gonna brush towards your heart, okay? All around the bicep. Then you're gonna move to your forearm area, and you're gonna brush all up your forearm. And then you are going to move to your hand, and you're going to do your hand all around the hand, and then you're going to do your whole arm. So you're gonna start at your fingertips, work your way up, all the way up to your shoulder, okay? Working that towards your heart. Then what we'll do is your other arm, get that baby going. Same with your legs. And then you wanna work in the abdominal area. So when you're working at the abdominal area, specifically, if you find your hip bones and then you go in, that is where most of our lymphatic tissue sits within our groin. So you are wanting to work up, okay? So find that tissue and work up. Helping aid in digestion, you can do circular motions as well for this one. So you want to go in the direction of digestive progress. So your digestive, the large intestine starts digestion on, let me think about this, on the right side. So you want to go from the right, circle over and down to the left, okay? So you're working towards that end of that large intestine into that rectum area. So working from the right to the left, the right to the left, and you can just do circular motions in that direction to help aid in that digestion and move the lymphatic tissue in that area. Then armpits, let's work on those armpits. Again, this is one of the biggest issues I see, especially within women. We have so much dense lymphatic tissue within the armpits and the breasts, so it's important for us to work that, make sure no toxins get stuck in there to cause further issues or problems. So you're going to go ahead and lift your arm up, and you're going to go under the armpit and work down, okay? Work down, work towards that heart. Another really great way to stimulate lymphatic tissue in the armpit is just to also use circular motions to move it, okay? So move down, move circular with that lymphatic tissue in the armpit. And then your neck and your face are going to be the next parts of your body you want to assess. So the neck is the most dense lymphatic tissue we have in the whole body. We've got our lymph nodes, we've got tonsils, we've got a lot of things going on up here. This is where when you feel sick or ill, this is where you're gonna feel it a lot in your throat and your neck. All that lymphatic tissue in there needs to be moved. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brush and you're gonna move down your neck towards your heart, okay? Down your neck towards your heart. This is so important for anyone who struggles with swollen lymph nodes, swollen tonsils constantly, or anything along those lines. If you're sick, this is a great way to stimulate those things, okay? Down the neck, and then you could do the back of the neck as well. All of it is viable to do. Then we have our face. So I will say I do not use this on my face. My face is really sensitive, so this is like a body brush for me. They do have available like mini base dry brushes that I think are a little more soft with their bristles, which are fine to use. You just need to assess what works best for you. I also really like, I have a jade roller that I use, and a gua sha it's called. So that works phenomenally for my face lymphatic system. So what that's gonna do is get that drainage going. If you deal with sinus issues, this might be a really beneficial thing for you to do, but it's gonna help move that tissue and that drainage down through the neck to the heart, all that good stuff, okay? So the jade roller, it's like a kind of like a marbled roller. It's a stone. And you're gonna go ahead and start at the top of your head, and I go like at least 5 to 8 kind of strokes on this side, 5 to 8 strokes on this side. I also follow the cheekbone and I move out this way 5 to 8 times, and then I also move this going that way about 5 to 8 times, and then I will proceed to kind of go down the neck again as well. So that helps move that tissue within the face. Again, your face may be sensitive. You may not want to use a bristly brush. The roller or the gua sha tool may work better for you. And I honestly got mine off Amazon. It was like a rose quartz roller and a gua sha, and they're phenomenal. You can clean them with like witch hazel or something along those lines so that they stay, bug free and all that good stuff. All right, and then that wraps up the areas where you're going to use your dry brush and how to do it. I hope this helped, and get yourself a dry brush. They last for quite a while. Hang it in your bathroom so you see it, so it reminds you to do it. And like I said, pair it with a habit to help be successful in executing when to do it and how to do it. All right, you guys, if you have any more questions on dry brushing, please let us know. Otherwise, we'll talk to you again soon.